Hey, this is Fitz.
Yes.
Hey, it's Jackie Kaiser. How you doing?
Hey, Jackie, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
So we got Zoltan on the phone here?
I'm going to go plug him in. I just want to see if you were ready to go.
No, we don't want anything from you, Jackie.
Wow!
Ignore the peanut gallery. There's serious broadcasting going on right now.
This sounds like serious radio.
This is serious business here.
All right, well, hold on. Let me plug in Zoe. Can you hang on a sec?
Okay.
Hey, Fitz.
Yeah.
You're on with Zoltan.
Hello, Zoltan.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you today?
Pretty good.
So where are you? Here in Arizona yet, or are you still out other places?
Actually, I'm here in Oklahoma City.
Oh, beautiful.
And
OKC.
you would not believe where I am, actually. I always joke with my tour manager, like, hey, you need to get me a cheetah. And they got me a cheetah, so I'm in the zoo about to wrestle a cheetah. It's going to be pretty funny. I'm that serious.
Is this your personal cheetah or just a cheetah you're hanging out with?
No. I have Asian leopard at home, but this is an actual cheetah that we're going to visit right now. So, and it's been a running joke for years. Like, hey man, get me a fighter plane, get me a cheetah, and they actually got me a cheetah today. So this is.
That is
pretty good.
That is fantastic. So, Zoltan, what have you learned about cheetahs today? I mean, are they cool? Are they crazy?
I'm just about to, I'm just about to jump into that cage, so I don't know yet. We'll see. If it goes sideways, then it was nice to know you guys.
Yeah, it's like, I can say that I'm going to have some audio that people are going to be wanting to hear. Zoltan Bathory was killed by a cheetah on radio.
Imagine
horrible. Oh, dude, we're so excited to have you come into town for the Trespass America tour. I've been following it obsessively, and I've been telling everyone to check out your Instagram because it seems like you I thought previously only 4, but now 5 things. You seem to like exotic fast cars.
Yes, I do.
Hot chicks, definitely a lot of hot chicks.
That's given.
Martial arts.
Absolutely.
And your cat. You seem to be a fan of your cat.
Uh-huh.
And now apparently cheetahs will be on the Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, my cats are not regular cats. I have these. They are hybrids. They're Asian leopards mixed with domestic cats, so they kind of a half wild. They look like leopards, but they're just like about 20-25 pounds. Like they're small.
Oh, small,
but,
right.
Yeah, but this is gonna be the big guy.
Wow.
So we'll see how it goes.
that is crazy. So, American Capitalist, the stage for this thing is just crazy. And the way you guys defrayed the cost on that, from what I read, is that you got people to sponsor the stage to make it even bigger because it's American capitalism, correct?
Yeah, basically, that was the idea that that we have partners, various brands for Monster Energy to Rev 7 gums and Tipman Sports, which is a paintball company.
Yeah.
Basically, these partners, it's you could say sponsors, but they're not. I would say partners because it's not like they're giving us any kind of money. So it's not about that. It's about putting up a huge show that normally bands today can't afford.
Right.
And the reason they can't afford it is because if you put on a huge show, it's going to cost you money that you have to recoup. Who's going to pay for that? The audience. The audience is our family, technically. Why would we make them, buy tickets for $80, $100, or not put on a show, just, a couple of guys goes out on stage and then jumps around? That's not really interesting. So how do you solve the equation? And we figure this way, that we have these partners, these corporate partners who are technically buying 2/3 of your tickets. So instead of, you still got to see a big show, the brands got exposure, and the audience still be able to buy a tickets for $30-something. Everybody wins. And as for the band, we put on the biggest show we ever played. So everybody wins. That was the little mathematical equation we wanted to solve, and we managed to solve it. That's how we were capable of, putting on a show this size. So that's how we figured.
That's right.
And, it's American capitalist. It goes hand in hand. It was a requirement to be an American company. However, all the companies that we have partnered with, American companies, and all those things are extensions of what we do. Like, you're never going to see, like a tampon company and us working together. Not going to happen, But, it's paintball, firearms, things that we do on our own, and Monster Energy, we drink that. So it's things that we do, it's things that are extensions of what we do. Otherwise, then we would be sellouts if we would just like accept whatever,
Exactly.
Have to be American companies and an extension of our lives already.
Oh, man. 5-finger death punch ant flow Kotex. Knock her out the box. That's right. You're not selling out. People are buying in, and that's fantastic. I love the way how you managed to defray the cost because, if you have not seen Zoltan's Instagram feed, you really have no idea of what's going on stage. It's mind-numbing. The only thing I can come up with that's even close was when you two did the Zooropa tour in the 90s. It's that giant, how big this thing is.
It's almost like $10 million worth of light rig on the stage, but we're renting four tracks, four full semis basically that we travel with, filled with equipment and lights and whatnot. And it's gonna probably grow. That's the idea. Just make it bigger and bigger and bigger,
right.
because that's what you wanted to achieve. When you come to this show, you go home and you talk about it like, whoa, man, did you see that? That was the idea.
Arizona's Real Rock 98 KUPD. I have Zoltan Bathory on the phone with me. He is in Oklahoma City right now in front of a cage full of cheetahs, I guess. So you're going to be hanging with cheetahs today. Zoltan, it feels a little bit like you got a bucket list going on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me about Manny Pacquiao, dude. What's that cat like?
I can't even have a bucket list. The things that I want to do, I just set goals and accomplished them. I wanted to fly a fighter jet, so I went and did it. Now I wanted to, I want to play with a festival of cheetahs so we can have attempt it today. So, that's how we do these things.
Oh, man, that is just fantastic. It kind of reminds me a little bit. There was this terrible movie from the 80s I loved. It was called Buckaroo Banzai.
That's right.
You are him. You are him. Next thing you tell me, you're going to be like a neurosurgeon because you're living Buckaroo Banzai's life right now. Rock star, mixed martial artist, flying a fighter jet, hanging out with cheetahs. I mean, for God's sakes, man. It's crazy.
That's the idea. That's the idea. And, I'm not done yet. So
Nice. So American Capitalist, you've been doing you've done shows for this tour already. I talked to Matt from Trivium the other day. He said the things have been fantastic in the Trivium camp. How are things going for 5-Finger Death Punch on this tour?
Really good. It's we are accomplishing what we wanted to accomplish, and which was, we wanted to put on this festival. We wanted to have all the bands have a light show. We wanted the entire thing to be sort of a spectacle, and it became that. If you follow it, and you do, I know you do. You follow it online. I mean, all the messages that the fans are leaving is always about like, oh my God, how big the show was,
Right.
And the fan base. I mean, our fans are open to the other guys, and so they have a great time. Everybody's happy. It just happened so like there was not a single argument of any kind of, because you put together a bunch of bands. If you put together a bunch of egos, things can go sideways. Not a single situation ever happened on this tour. So
Great.
All the bands are working out together, having fun or drinking together, whatever the hell they're into. They all getting along, and everybody's having great shows. And even the first band on the bill, Battlecross, which I love that band. They're having a great time, and the door opens at around 5:00. And they already have audience in there, and they have a live show, and they got everything. So they got to play their biggest shows.
Oh, cool.
In their career. So everybody's happy. It's going really, really good.
Let's do a brief sort of like, retrospective of 5-Finger Death Punch. It wasn't so long ago that you guys were headlining the Marquee Theater, and now headlining a giant tour, $10 million worth of staging. Does it feel different to you? It's the same band, but the situation is now very different.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It does, because we always said like 20 people or 20,000, we're going to play the same show. But I tell you what, 20,000 is much more fun.
Right. Right.
So and we are in a situation where we can pick the bands that we want to tour with. We can headline a tour this size, and we can design the stage and build it. And it's a really amazing thing when you start to draw things out, and pretty much with a pen and paper, and then it becomes a real thing. That's amazing. That the little tricks and the little the little things that we build on stage. It was all everything starts with an idea, and all of a sudden you have it, and it's tried there, and it's built, and it works. It's pretty amazing to see your dreams coming true. So I mean, it's a big difference when you can accomplish these things. And it's interesting to say that Arizona was always, it was always one of. I tell you the truth, it's actually a statistical data that we sold in the United States. If you break down the CD sales by cities, actually we sold the most cities in Phoenix.
Oh, nice. Well,
that is a fact.
That's good to hear. We love you guys. Have been working with our radio station for years now. You guys have come through. It's always nice to see you guys. And I just was thinking about that. I'm like, all right, Zoltan's be calling in. I never thought a cheetah might be on the periphery, which was kind of unexpected for me. Because honestly, Zo, it's a little kind of like Mike Tyson and his tiger, like Zoltan and his cheetah. Like it's a little bit of hangover kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
it just was.
Okay.
It was so cool because when I was first exposed to your guys' band, and I'm like, it's just great to see a band that, well, first off, the band's really good. And that, we always think about, bands that are good never getting the due. But I've seen you guys work so hard, and to hear that you're selling some albums and now you're doing this tour, it feels like rewarding because, you know what? People say that music sucks. I go, no. Look at how good Five Finger Death Punch is doing. That band doesn't suck. Look, there's hope for humanity in music, I guess. So I guess what I'm saying, Zoltan, is I think your band is good. I guess I'm saying I think your band's good.
Well, thank you for saying that. But it's actually a testament to the fans, because they do have the option to download the CDs, and we're always getting these pictures. The fans are sending to us, and they buy the CD and they take a photo and they tag us on the photo. Yeah. So that means to me that they understand. They're trying to show us that they're supporting the band. So I can tell you they're 100% aware of the fact that they could download the CD, but they're buying it to support the band. And that's an important part of this, that they found some kind of a pride in that, like, hey, I support this band, and I'm buying the CD, and I'm going to tag it on Facebook or whatever social media. And that's why they're doing it. That's the reason they're doing it, so they show the support. They want us to know that they support the band. So that's a really interesting thing. And everybody's complaining about nobody selling CDs, but it is true. I mean, a lot of bands are selling numbers now that, years and years ago it would be probably like 8, 9, 10 times what we're selling right now. But we're doing good, and it is that connection. Like, we didn't forget where we came from. We still have a really strong connection with the fans, regardless how the fan base is really big now. It's harder and harder to give personal attention, but we do go out of our way to do it anytime we can. And the fans know that. Yeah, we answer our own Facebook, we run our own social media site. Every email I can answer, I do, you know. So we don't have, all our people will get back to you. That's not how that's not how we roll.
No, not at all. So, okay, do you still design a lot of the merch for Five Finger, or is that you have other people helping you with that now?
Yes, I do. I do have a team that helps me, but pretty much I'm still, I'm still in quote, the chief of design in the whole situation. So most of them I do, and I have some designers that we collaborate with. So they give me a design that I fix, or I give them a design that they add to, and we work it out together.
See, the craziest thing to me about this whole interview process is that I've kept a man who wants to hang out with a cheetah away from a cheetah for 17 minutes now. So
it's all right,
I'm going to wrap this up because I will not stand between you and a cheetah any longer.
Hey, you know what? It's a possibility that you just extended my life with 17 minutes. It will be revealed to us in the next 10 minutes how this is going to pan out.
Okay, let me ask you one last question. Zoltan, would it be possible for you to go down and meet the cheetah with me on the phone so I could at least listen to the cheetah meeting, or is that not a possibility?
I don't know, actually. Let's try.
So Zoltan's making his way to the cheetah.
Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can.
Okay.
So a radio station is on. Check this out, guys.
All right.
So I have a radio station on and right now, and they're interested to hear my last scream for life. So they wanna stay on the line while I'm walking to the cheetah if I survive this or not. Let's see. Okay, if you can hear the keys. Okay, can you hear this?
Yeah, I hear him. Oh God, he's going to the cage. Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
All right, now we are inside the back of the cheetah land here. Okay.
How far away are you from the cheetah?
Right now we have still doors between us and the cheetahs. It'll be interesting.
Oh man.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so who's the martial artist here? Do I have to stand up the cheetah? Okay.
Who has to sign the waiver? You or the cheetah? Good. Well played, sir.
Okay.
Well played.
Okay, so we have to stay behind certain points. All right.
Okay.
Now we are inside the cages.
All right. One of my coworkers just pointed and said, "On your we now have a picture from your Instagram of you on the phone with me right now."
If the cheetahs start roaring,
Okay.
we may start roaring. All right. Now we are in the caging area.
Okay, you're in there with the cheetah now.
Uh-huh.
Pretty quiet. That's a good sign.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this heavy silence is his cell phone breaking up as opposed to him being eaten by a cat.
Yeah.
Zoltan, are you still in one piece?
Yeah, still in one piece.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
This makes no sense. Holy this is open. Lions. These are not cheetahs.
It's lions!
These are a little bit too big to defend. Because I'm gonna live.
Oh God! Oh, it was only fun when I thought you might get eaten by a lion. Now that it looks like it, I don't like it anymore.
Okay, she's looking angry. She actually is looking angry.
Why did you come out of the cage, Zoltan? You gotta come on, man.
Okay. Wow, I think she's been fun.
Yes, actually,
That sounds like a zoo person saying, "Don't do that."
Okay, I think I'm gonna hang up so I have both hands because I think she looks mad.
Okay, very
Okay,
understandable.
if I call you back, then I'm alive. If I'm not, then you know what happened. I think I better have both my hands right now.
All right, Zoltan. We'll see you in a couple of days, man.
Okay, send you a picture.
Yes, send us a picture.
Okay.
Oh man, I've done lots of interviews over the years, but never one where the guy being interviewed was about to be eaten by a lion. So that was Zoltan Bathory. Check him out with the rest of the band Five Finger Death Punch this Sunday for the Trespass America Tour. You're listening to Arizona's Real Rock. It's 98 KEPD.